Hello, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to focus on a quick flow to boost your mood and energize your morning. Starting at the top of your mat, feet hip-width apart, palms together at heart center, let's set an intention. Filling your heart with kindness for a pleasant day ahead. Bringing those arms all the way overhead, palms together, and exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half forward bend, and exhale, stepping back with your right leg into a high plank, and then the left. Releasing your knees down to the mat and sinking all the way down, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling those feet. Then lifting that right leg up into three-legged dog, bending your knee and opening up to the right, and stepping forward into a forward fold with the right leg and then the left. Releasing your head, taking a deep inhale, raising your arms overhead, palms together, and exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half forward bend, and exhale, stepping back with that left leg and then the right into a high plank. Releasing the knees or sinking all the way down, elbows in. Inhale, low cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, coming back into your downward facing dog. Pedaling those feet a little bit more. Then lifting that left leg up into three-legged dog and stepping forward into a forward fold. Left leg, then the right. Releasing your head. Taking a deep inhale overhead, palms together. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half forward bend. And exhale, stepping back with that right leg. And then the left into a high plank. Releasing the knees or sinking all the way down, elbows in. Inhale, low cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, coming back into your downward facing dog. Lifting that right leg up into three-legged dog and stepping forward into a low lunge. Raising those arms overhead, palms together, interlacing your fingers and pointing up and back into a low back bend. Releasing down and stepping back into your downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg into three-legged dog. And stepping forward into a low lunge on the opposite side. Raising those arms overhead as you inhale, interlacing your fingers and pointing up and back. And then exhale, release, and stepping back into your dog. Lifting your right leg up into three-legged dog and stepping forward into a low lunge once again. Inhale as you raise your arms overhead, interlacing those fingers and pointing up and back. And then exhale, placing those hands down onto your lower back. And opening your heart forward and up as you lift your head up towards the ceiling. If you wanted to grab onto your forearms or interlace those fingers and extend those arms back behind you. Exhale as you release and frame your right front foot. Extending that back and front leg as you release your head down. Repeating that 2 more times. Warming up those hamstrings. And then stepping forward into your forward fold. Inhale, raising your arms overhead, palms together. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half forward bend. And exhale, stepping back with that right leg into a low lunge. Inhale, raising your arms overhead, interlacing your fingers and pointing up and back. And exhale as you release your palms down to your lower back. Opening your heart forward and up. If you wanted to interlace those fingers or grab onto your forearms, mirroring what you did on the opposite side. And then release, framing that left front foot. And extending through your back and front leg, releasing your head. Inhale as you lower back down and exhale as you extend. Making your way into downward facing dog and taking a few deep breaths here. Lifting your right leg into three-legged dog and stepping forward into warrior two, aligning your back arch with your front heel, Cartwheeling those arms all the way up and checking your knee alignment, making sure it's right above your ankle, finding that focal point. Making your way into Peaceful Warrior, reaching that left palm to your back thigh and raising your right arm up and overhead. Opening your heart forward and up, and then coming back to your Warrior Two, and then back to Peaceful Warrior. Making sure that lower back feels okay. Back to Warrior Two, and then cartwheeling those arms all the way down. Stepping forward into your forward fold, releasing your head, and making your way into a little twist here, taking your left hand on your right ankle and opening up to the right. Releasing down. Taking a deep inhale, overhead, palms together. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half forward bend. And exhale, stepping back with that right leg into a Warrior Two on the opposite side. Aligning your back arch with your front heel and cartwheeling those arms all the way up. Finding that focal point. And then making your way into Peaceful Warrior, reaching your right hand back to your thigh, left hand overhead, coming back to your Warrior Two and repeating that one more time. And then cartwheeling those arms all the way down and stepping forward, coming into a forward fold and then a little twist here, opening up to your left. Releasing down and fold. Inhale, raising your arms overhead, palms together. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half forward bend. And exhale, stepping back with your right leg and then the left into a high plank. Shifting back into downward facing dog, lifting your hips up and back. And then releasing your knees down to the mat and sinking back into your child's pose. Releasing your forehead down to the mat. Softening your breath. Enjoy your day today.